Hello and welcome to British Candy Authority, the show where I eat American candy and outline its shortcomings. I'm your host. I'm not going to give you my name's at the front of the thing, so why would I tell you my name? I'm not going to do that. This week, and I say this week like I do this every week, I do these like once a year at most. This is ridiculous. Popped into my local 7-Eleven to see that they are selling Slurpee candy. This year is apparently the 50th anniversary of the Slurpee, or maybe it's a different anniversary. I actually don't care. All I know is they've actually stopped their Slurpee celebration. They are done. That's fine. That's good, because what that means is that my local 7-Eleven is selling these Slurpee flavoured sour jelly bean Warheads for 25 cents a tube. And that's a good reason, I think, for me to dust off the British Candy Authority brand. Let's start, as we always do, with the packaging. It's a tube. 10 out of 10 for simplicity. Let's tear into this nonsense. This is, by the way, this episode of British Candy Authority is brought to you, in part, by tendinitis. I have a hand reaching out to me just off camera, offering to open, but I think I've got to do it myself. If I don't open these by myself, I will never learn, and I'll never be truly independent. I learned a lot from that one episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and that is to never let anyone help you. This is... It's really bad for your teeth, you shouldn't do that, he said as he's opening packaging for the worst candy in the world. The candy alarm has gone off, indicating that I've spent too much time trying to open this candy, so I'm going to hand it off camera to Joe. This doesn't smell like candy. This smells like... When I was a kid, my house was located in front of a company that made plastic stuff. This is what this smells like. And maybe I'm just getting the tube. They're just these coloured, like, bean candy. They look like just beans. This is a green one. Vile. Let's try a yellow one. The other ones are a little tougher, but they do taste like shit. This is a blue one. Nothing about any of these so far has been... And they still smell like plastic. They just... I think I'm eating... Let me just grab that cropped candy. There we go. Yeah! So far the orange ones are the only one that taste of anything. And they taste kind of like orange. The red ones taste like... Paris, France, 1928. The fall, the leaves fluttering towards the ground. No, they just taste like shit. Okay, key thing. If you're gonna call them sour candies, actually make them sour. There's nothing about this is even remotely sour. There's no flavour. There's no depth to this. In fairness, the one thing I haven't done yet, and there is a cat behind me, which is a symbol of good luck on British Candy Authority, as long-term viewers will know. The one thing I haven't done is just yammed a handful of them. I'm gonna try. There's a pink one. I don't know if the pink ones are just red ones that have rebelled, or... What is that? That's disappointment. Why? 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 It's congealed into this crystalline glob. Now it's in my nose. Okay, now it's sour. She's literally sniffing everywhere that is not the candy on my hand. I understand why now. They had a big old box full of these tubes, and they were selling them off at 25 cents a tube. And the reason for that is they're not sour. They don't taste even vaguely... Like, the orange ones are the only ones that taste like Slurpee. The rest of these taste like disappointment. There's something vaguely Christmassy about this. The tube, the colours, the contents. But the taste is Lent. These candies will expire in February of 2017. And I think that's too long to wait to throw these in the garbage. I'm going to go ahead and give these a 2 out of 10. because they're horrible and they are disappointment. They're not sour, they're not Slurpee flavoured, they're just coloured globs of plastic, and they are not worth 25 cents. You're worth more than 25 cents. You're worth more than this. I'm worth more than this. I'm not going to eat. I mean, I will when we stop recording. I'm going to, yam these like a sugar addict, like the sugar addict that I am. That is indeed why I do this show. So here's my question to you: did you have the Slurpee Warhead sour bean things? Did you have them while they were actually selling them and they were new? Did you pay full price? Let me know your thoughts about these things in the comments. I think the best time to do British Candy Authority is when it's a seasonal candy that is a one-off anniversary special that cannot be bought again. I think that is what is going to make this episode timeless, plus the fact that we filmed it with all of this frame size. This is it. This is the time. This is now. And this is the candy, ladies and gentlemen. This is the candy of our generation. In 50 years' time, you're going to be telling your grandkids about Hamilton. You're going to be telling your grandkids about Breaking Bad, and you're going to be telling your grandkids about this shitty candy and the dumb British person who put it in his mouth on purpose for your entertainment. Thanks for watching. I will see you another time with another episode. Goodbye.